Hi, Professor. This is my narrator speech for Group Project Part 3. We have taken the data from the Toronto Police, which is related to the traffic collisions from 2006 to 2022. So, coming to the first slide, the detail of the fatal collision in the Toronto region taken from the Toronto Police Service, in which they have mentioned about the killed and seriously injured data from the year 6 to 2022. We can see clearly we can see in 2016 we can saw a spike in the number of collisions from the traffic in Toronto. So coming to the first graph, which is a collision impact type graph, in this we can clearly see the most accident war happened with the pedestrians, which is about 55%. So we can say we need to work on this part, like for the pedestrians, so that we can control the total number of accidents. Thus, there is a high requirement to take a measure for safe transit for the pedestrians, such as well-connected sidewalks, and encourage responsible driving and walking behavior. And for this, I would say the education also plays an important role regarding the rules and regulations, or maybe the signboards too. Coming to the next graph, which is a visibility as a reason of collision. So I would say the most number of accidents happen during the clear vision only, and after that we can see a small bar for the rain. So I would say the conditions or maybe the weather sometimes affect, or maybe not, probably in a good situation for the driver. So sometimes it's a mistake by the driver too. But I would say the more, as we can see, a more accident happen during the clear vision only. So there is much need to give some education to the drivers, or maybe strict rules, and the fine should be implied. So coming to the next slide, which is a fatal collision based on the vehicle type. So I would say the vehicle type, there are a number of vehicle type, but uh, the null, which is for the pedestrians without vehicle, have the most number of accidents. So as we have discussed already, that we need to focus on the, I would say, mainly on the rules and regulations and signboards. I would say some education should be provided to the citizens so they know how to at least walk on the sideways and cross the roads. Coming to the next graph, which is a number of crashes happen due to drunk driver in various districts. So I would say there are a lot accidents happen due to one of the main reason is drunk driving. So for my recommendation to solve this problem is to imply strict laws and penalties. Second is the education and the awareness, which should be given to each and everyone, whether he's a driver or a pedestrian. The third one is the personal responsibility. It is the responsibility for both pedestrian and the driver to look around and then take a next step. And the fourth one is the zero tolerance to the accident. And if anyone makes any mistake, or I would say do an accident, so zero tolerance should be there. High penalties and even imprisonment should be given to the person or a driver. And the fifth one would be enforcement and police training should be given at such a level that they know how to control the situation, and which can help in reducing the traffic collision. Uh, conclusion. So I would say this is the last part in which I have explained the main reason for the fatal collision roads are maybe depending on the such factors as infrastructure, driver behavior, vehicle safety standards, and there are certain common reasons due to which these things happen or the collision happen, which is speeding, drunk driving, weather condition, and the pedestrian. And the cyclist safety should also be given an importance to control this situation. So to reduce the number of fatal collisions, it is crucial to address these factors through a combination of education, enforcement of traffic laws, uh, infrastructure improvement, and promoting responsibility of behavior for everyone, maybe the pedestrian and the drivers too. Additionally, the implementation of the advanced safety features in vehicles can also be provided, which can help to prevent the fatal collision. Yeah. Thank you. This is all for my presentation. Goodbye.